Everything Jefferson R7 did was a record. It was their first season as a varsity program, and as first years go, it was pretty good. They finished with a 4-5 record and went into districts seeded 4th out of 8, something that head coach Derek Scroggins is very aware of.
I was told last year that our season, or being the first year varsity program, it's the second best out of the last 13 schools that started a varsity program, next to Staley, who won state in like their 4th or 5th year of varsity. And so, I mean, it's definitely a good accomplishment, but definitely not, the end of the tunnel where we want to be.
But the new has worn off, and year 2 is underway. Coach Scroggins is glad they can get to focusing on football.
It's kind of nice to get all that out of the way. I mean, last year, the group of seniors that we had, they'd basically been seniors for 4 years because they came into the high school as the first class, and they never really had anyone older than them to show them how things are done. And now that we've gone through that process, the younger kids know what's expected of them, and they know how to respond. And so it's definitely good to get all that first over with.
When it comes to senior leadership, that's something that running back Luke Dawson has taken upon himself.
I try being his biggest leader because we have a lot of young kids and do as much as I can to help out.
Jefferson has most of their skill players returning this year and a strong running core. When it comes to offense, they are a very run-heavy team.
We were averaging, I think it was somewhere around 370 yards a game of offense last year. Most of it was rushing. We had 2 games where we rushed for over 500 yards, and so we're definitely a run-focused team. Our quarterback, Austin Graves, was just a freshman last year. He's looked real good so far going into his sophomore year and should be able to do a good job at QB for us. Our running backs, Connor Burrisaw, who will be a senior, Tristan Walsh, who's moving to running back this year as a senior, played it earlier as a freshman and moving back as a senior, has been looking real good. And our fullback, Luke Dawson, has been looking real good. He's going to be a junior. And so between those guys, they should be able to do a real good job of moving the ball for us.
They'll have a new look to their defense with a new defensive coordinator.
We brought in Mike Halem as our defensive coordinator. We installed a little bit of a different defense. It's still 4-man front. There's going to be a lot of the key similar ingredients that we had in the past, but we're focusing on a few different things this year. And so far, like through summer camps and 7-on-7, I've been pretty impressed with what he's been able to do, and I think he's going to do good things for us.
Even with a nearly 500 record last year, it will still be just the second year as a program. Coach Scroggins is well aware that they still have plenty to prove.
We're going to enter most games probably as an underdog like we did last year, probably play a couple homecoming games, stuff like that. And I mean, just kind of being a new kid on the block still, it's just part of going through the ropes. And so, we're not really looking ahead to anything. But like I said, right now we're focused on how we're improving and what we're doing, and so that's pretty much how our outlook is.
Jefferson R7 will open their season at John F. Kennedy High School. Reporting for Regional Radio Sports, I'm Tommy Self.